And then I'm going to share. I'm already sharing. So, okay. So we are going to continue with our lecture today on constituency. How do I get back? Let's stop. Recording. Okay. Can you see the PowerPoint?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh, and a very good morning, going to be noon. So we're going to do some, I'm going to give a lecture, and then in between we're going to do some exercise. And please feel free to unmute your phone if you, your mic, if you want to ask a question. Or you can also write the question on the chat, I think. Can I ask, is Hillary there? Hillary?
Yes, doctor.
Can you take attendance?
Oh, yeah, can.
Yeah. Okay, thanks. Do you know how to do Google form, Hillary?
Yes, I do before, but I didn't do it before for attendance, so I need some time.
So for this time you just manually, and then the next time you can actually give them a Google link where they put in their information. Then then we can record their attendance.
Okay, doctor.
Yeah. So your attendance, as I said before, that you need to be um, attending the lectures, and we will monitor the attendance. You need also to access your UKM folio, because the UKM folio, they actually detect, or they record when you come in, and every week the lecturers are supposed to check on all the students, that students have come in and access the materials on the iFolio, UKM folio. So we need to report, how many people turn up, or how many people access the UKM folio. So part of the attendance is also assessing files, or just opening up your UKM folio. Okay, so we will start now. So we talked about categories. So we can have word categories, which we call parts of speech. But these categories have two different levels. So one level is the word level. So the word level are words, or a set of words which share a common set of linguistic properties. So for example, they share morphological properties, or they share syntactic properties. So later we will see that words in the grammar has morphological properties. So for example, nouns can have numbers, which is singular or plural. Pronouns, for example, have person. So you talk about first person, I, second person, you, third person, he, she, or they. So these are the morphological properties that words share, if they belong to pronouns, or if they belong to nouns. Syntactic properties, we will see, is when they are in a sentence environment. Syntactic properties, we'll see soon that when the words they behave as a group of words, as displaying syntactic properties. Okay, the second level of categories is the phrase level. So the phrase level is a set of words which share common syntactic properties, meaning that noun phrase. So what is in the noun phrase? So you will find that the noun phrase will usually have an element, a core element, which has a nominal. So the noun phrase is called a nominal phrase, and the important element in the noun phrase which has that nominal properties. Yeah. So for example, if it's a noun phrase, there must be a noun head. So a noun head is the element which has the nominal properties. You cannot have a noun phrase which has just the verb or just the adjective. Then it is not a verb phrase or a adjective phrase. So phrase level is that. All right. And then we talked about we can do constituent tests. And how do we do that? So we can do it by just giving our judgments, which is intuition, or we can do some testing. So today we're going to talk about testing. So this one, so from this example, you can see why we consider something as a constituent and why not a constituent. So for example, number 9, the little boy fed the cat. And then actually there's a arrow there. And then he fed her. So he fed her. So meaning he refers back to the little boy. And then the cat is a female cat probably. So her refer to the cat. So but just by the virtue that you can actually substitute the whole phrase of the little boy with the pronoun he, then it is a constituent. Yeah.
So we can't see the slide.
You can't see the slide?
Yeah.
I can see the slide.
I can see. I think you need to press another, what's that called, slide? Not slide, the thing
The
at
slideshow,
right hand side.
Yeah, the slideshow. Let's see. Okay. The slideshow. Can you see it now? Can you see it now?
Yes, doctor.
All right. So, so the virtue that you can actually replace the little boy with he, shows that the little boy is a constituent because it can be represented by a single. The little boy is one group of words which has one meaning. And then when you substitute with the pronoun, it also gives you that one meaning, the same meaning. So by virtue of that, we say that the little boy is a constituent. And then the cat is also a constituent because you can replace with her. The same thing with this black cats. This one, black cats detest green peas. You can substitute with black cats with they, and then green peas with them. All right. Okay, same thing. The little boy from next door fed the cat without a tail. But in this instance, it is not grammatical. So in grammar, when it's not grammatical, we put an asterisk there, like this one. Yeah. So the little boy, which is substituted by he, it is okay. See. So, okay, the little boy from the next door. Okay. And then you have he from the next door. fed her without a tail. So you notice that this sentence is not grammatical, more because of the second pronoun. Okay. But actually it gets better. Let me show you. It gets better if I say let me do this. If I say he okay. He fed her. Or here I say they detest them. So actually, this sentence is ungrammatical because even the first part, you will see that the little boy from the next door, even though you can replace the little boy with he, but actually the meaning of this phrase is only a part of the meaning. The complete meaning is the little boy from next door, not just the little boy. So therefore, when you replace it with a pronoun, it becomes he from the next door, already not grammatical, fed her without a tail. Now this goes, this goes to show that when we do substitution, we cannot just take part of the sentence, okay, or part of the constituent, because the actual constituent is the little boy from next door. So in the ungrammatical example, we actually took only the little boy. So the little boy, he, and then from next door. He from next door fed her without a tail, which is not grammatical. However, if we just say, we replace we replace the little boy from next door with a he, and then the verb fed, and then the cat without a tail, the whole group we replace with her, then the sentence is grammatical. So the ungrammaticality is because we only took part of the group. This is a bigger group, the little boy from next door, but we only took the first part of it. And then her without a tail, we only took the first part of it. And it results in ungrammatical sentence. The same with these black cats detest those green peas. So if you take only part of, because the subject is these black cats, this is actually the subject. This is the verb, so this is the subject. However, in this sentence example, we actually took only black cats. We substitute only black cats, we left these. Yeah, and then detest is the verb, and then the object, the full group is those green peas. However, in grammatical sentence, we actually just took green peas and we left those. So then the sentence results in these, they detest those, them, because we only substitute the underline with the underline pronoun, and then green peas with underline them. So it becomes ungrammatical. However, when we take the whole thing, that means these black cats, we replace with they, detest is the verb, and then those green peas, we replace with them, and it becomes grammatical. They detest them. Okay? I think this is the same. This is the same like just now. Maybe we should come to this later. Oh, I see. So if you have the sentence like this, that glass suddenly broke. And you have to mark the constituent phrases. We could do what we did just now, where we say it. Notice kalau kita buat macam that, if we just say, okay, I want to take glass. Oh, sorry. So then it becomes it, kan? That it only broke. Then you will get what we got just now. It's ungrammatical. That it suddenly broke. However, if we replace the whole thing, it, this time we're taking the whole, let's see, I'm going to show you. So if we do this, okay, so if you take, however, if we take that glass as a group, as a constituent, we take that glass and then we say it suddenly broke. So then our sentence is okay. Okay. In the sentence, aside from that, we can also say what other constituents are there in that sentence. Okay. So we can mark this. Let's say 1A. This 1B. And then we want to C. So what are the constituents? You notice that glass suddenly, so that glass, that and glass can go together. Glass suddenly cannot go together. Okay, and then suddenly broke. It has more to do with another one another. So another constituent is the verb broke. You know, so we can mark that broke is also a constituent. And then suddenly is a constituent, but a constituent which is closer to broke rather than glass. So we'll see later how is it that we know that this is a constituent, because we can change it with another verb. That glass suddenly disappeared, let's say. Okay, so we say broke, and then we change that to disappear, and the sentence is still grammatical. So that means Broke is a constituent because it can be replaced by a verb, another verb. All right. So, do you want to try doing B, let's say? What are the constituents in B? And then some of you can do, maybe some of you can do B, and some can do C, and then we can discuss after that. All right, so you're gonna take maybe a few minutes to just underline what is the constituent phrases in B and C. See whether or maybe some of you want to do C, a D also. Or let's have Malay ya. Rather than do D, do E. Buah mangga itu selalu nampak seperti terlalu ranum. Can you copy the sentence first? Because I want to go into the other screen.
Doctor, can you move the bottom right box tu ke atas? Thank you.
Okay. Right. Fine. Okay, let's have any volunteers? Can I have the names?
Me,
Who's me?
Siti Aisyah Hasral.
Aisyah Hasral. Okay, siapa lagi?
Saya doktor.
Siapa?
Aisyah Amadin.
Aisyah Ahmadin.
Azman.
Hmm?
Aisyah Ahmadin binti Azman.
No, Aisyah Ahmadin. Ahmadin, Amadin.
Amali.
Amalin.
Uh-uh.
Okay. Siapa lagi?
Saya doktor. Umu Aiman.
Gertini. Are you there? Gertini? Are you there, Gertini?
Yes, doctor.
Can you do one? Can you do one? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many sentences just now? I said 4, But we can do another one. Anyone else wants to volunteer? Anis Shazwani. Ada tak Anis Shazwani?
Ya, doktor.
Alright. You buat tu You buat another sentence. What is this? This cards. Okay. So, Siti Aisyah,
Yeah.
what are the constituent phrases?
For B, a jogger ran towards the lane. So if at first I thought I thought jogger would be the constituent, but when I substituted, it is ungrammatical. So a jogger is a constituent, so because I can substitute it to a pronoun, a he or a she. And the second one is the end of the lane, because I can substitute the end of the lane to there. So if I say a jogger ran towards there, it is grammatical. Is it?
A jogger ran towards there. Not really.
Not really.
Tapi if you say a jogger ran there, it's okay. So what does that mean?
Meaning towards the end of the lane is a constituent.
Yes. So if when you replace towards the end of the lane with there, and it's okay, a jogger ran there, that means the whole thing is a constituent lah. But previously when you did a jogger ran towards there, it's not grammatical. So that means towards, you left towards there. You've left towards. Nanti kita tengok bahawa when you move things, when you do things to the constituent, you cannot only use part of it. You must use the whole part of the constituent. So ran towards there is actually leaving one element behind, and that's why it's ungrammatical. So we have the jogger is a constituent. Towards the end of the lane is a constituent. Are there any other constituents?
Doctor. Can I say that ran is one of the constituent?
Yes.
Because
Yes,
because I want to replace it with walk.
Yes. Yes. Furthermore, words like ran, walk, they are verbs, right? So in a sentence, you need to have a verb. Without the verb, it's kind of hard to do a sentence. It would be like a Tarzan and Jane kind of sentence, like I hungry, you pretty, we go, or no, we we up, we go up, we up, like that. So the verb is a very important element that has to be in the sentence. So ran, of course, has to be there. Uh, in the preposition towards the end of the lane, is there any other inner preposition, inner constituent? Siti Aisyah?
Uh, the end of the lane. The lane can be substitute with end of the line.
Right, right. So off the lane can be substituted by end of the line. So off the lane is another constituent, right? So actually that constituent is a complex constituent because it has um, towards is a preposition, yeah? Towards is a preposition, and then you have the end. The end is a noun phrase because of the determiner, okay? And then you have the preposition phrase. So that means you have a preposition in there, you have the noun phrase there, and you have the preposition phrase. So there are three constituents in that long big group. Yeah. Do you understand?
Yes, yes.
All right. So that's a good thing that you do, Siti Asha, that you actually substitute it with another similar phrase. That is a good way of determining lah. All right. So with that we go to any other question?
Doctor,
Yeah.
if I thought that ran towards the end of the lane is a constituent too, is it right? And
Bit of point.
oh, I'm so sorry. Ran towards the end of the lane is also
Yeah.
a constituent.
Yes. So we will find that we have a constituent which has another constituent. So we have a very complex structure where there is a big constituent, and in that big constituent there are, in this case, there are three other constituents in the prepositional phrase. So towards the end of the lane is the prepositional phrase, and it is a complex one because it has the inner constituent of towards, and then the end, and then towards is the preposition, the end is the noun phrase, off the lane is the preposition. This is quite common lah. You find that they are stacking on each other. We need to identify that because when we draw the tree, we will have to reflect that actually. So in normal sentences, it can get quite complex. Yeah. Okay, tapi tak apa. At this point, we just want to see whether we are able to see the constituents. Right. Okay, D. Is it Aisyah Amalin? Nur Aisyah Amalin? Are you doing D?
I'm doing the C. These
Doing
three.
C? Oh, sorry, you're doing the
Yeah.
C. Yes, okay. Yes, please.
So okay. I think that trees is one of the constituent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and block the road is another constituent because that trees can be replaced by another nouns like the cars. Okay, and then block the road maybe we can place with another noun phrase like maybe get stole ke.
Get
And then
stopped.
I think maybe even the road is also one of the constituent because we can change like the dead trees might block the wall.
Yeah. So, in actual fact, how many constituents do you see in this sentence?
3.
Name me the three.
These dead trees and
Yeah.
then block the road and road.
What about might? Might.
I'm not sure about the mic because I'm not sure whether they can be moved around or not.
But you can actually substitute might with could, may.
Oh yeah. Oh,
So
I see.
you can substitute with other modal auxiliary. So in actual fact, if we to your answer 3 constituent,
Mm-hmm.
um, you can actually so might is one constituent
Okay.
and is an auxiliary, but it's closer to block because
Yeah.
auxiliary kerja dia memang nak menerangkan kata kerja.
Mm-hmm.
So auxiliary modify or explain about the verb. So might is one constituent, block is another constituent, and then the road is another constituent.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in this sentence, you have four constituents.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Any
Thank you,
question
Doctor.
from anyone
For
else?
me,
Ada orang nak tanya soalan? Okay, so we proceed. Umu, which is D.
Yes, doctor. In this phrase, the detective is a constituent because you can use the pro-form test by replacing it with he or she. And then hurriedly is a constituent as well because you can replace it with the same phrase, an adverbial word, like slowly, or you can use movement. I believe you can use movement like moving it to the front. Hurriedly, the detective looked through the records. And then the records is a constituent as it goes through pro-form by replacing it with it. And also I'm quite I just tried this test, but I thought that look through the records is a constituent because you can replace it with a verb phrase like the detective hurriedly drank the water. Is that possible?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I have for now.
So
Or
if you want to stick to the same sentence, you try to replace
with similar.
look or look through. So you can
Okay.
see whether the constituent is look or look through. So you can actually, what can you do? Do you know? Like,
do you mean by if I could replace looked with searched through? Or
all right. So you're actually replacing the verb look with search.
yeah, or delved into the records. Yeah.
Right. So the fact that you can actually replace it with another verb,
Suggest that.
let's say, suggests that it is a constituent by itself. So look is a constituent, and then through the records is another constituent.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But through the records, there's also inner constituent. What's the inner constituent there?
The inner constituent, the records.
Yeah.
Oh, through.
True.
No, the records.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Oh, through also.
True is a constituent.
Okay.
And what is
I
the
missed that one.
category?
Through is a preposition.
A preposition. Okay.
Yeah. So meaning if I were to replace it with another preposition to do I use the replacement punya test to determine it? Okay. All right.
Okay. So the records is another constituent.
Yes.
So in total, how many constituent in this sentence?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
But of course, if we can actually say at first glance, it's the subject, the verb, and then
The object. Is it?
the object.
Yeah.
The object, which is the preposition, kan? And then we
Yeah.
say in the preposition, you have the preposition and in the preposition phrase, you have the preposition and the noun phrase, the records.
Yes. Okay.
So so the detective is one, hurriedly is one. Hurriedly we know is an adverb because
Yes.
it has a ly ending.
Mm-hmm.
And then look is the verb. So this is
Mm-hmm.
the third constituent.
Mm-hmm.
True, the records could be one constituent, one big constituent, but in that
Mm-hmm.
big constituent you can have true and the record. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 constituents. 5 constituent phrases.
But look through the records.
Through our
Maybe like a
discussion,
larger.
in our discussion, look is a verb,
Okay.
not look through.
All right.
I
So
know what
there's
you're
only five.
thinking. It is a bit ambiguous kat situ kan. You can either
Yeah.
say, is it like yang hari tu drop off? What?
Yes. Yes.
Something like this. Look. Is it look or look through? So we can
Okay. I get it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
kan sama
Yeah.
ada dia kat situ konstituen dia hanya kata kerja look atau sebenarnya kata kerjanya look through.
Yes. Yes. I understand.
So that one we
Okay.
can solve it by some diagnostic test lah.
All right. Thank you,
Alright.
doctor.
Any question from the rest about this sentence?
Doktor, I nak tanya, macam mana kita nak proof yang true to constituent?
Dia preposition dia sebenarnya kalau I cakap kalau dia next to each other, dia next to each other, so look through. Dia ni dekat sini dia a bit ambiguous, macam boleh je look through, you know. Tapi sebenarnya patut look where, look what, look where, look through the record. So through the records is a big constituent. Kan? So kita anggap sebagai look tu sebagai kata kerja.
Okay,
Dia
faham?
boleh hurriedly search through the records. Kita boleh gantikan dengan kata kerja lain lah.
Yeah.
Okay, faham.
Okay.
Okay, thank you,
we go
doctor.
to Gertini, you want to do E?
Yes, doctor.
Yeah.
So, buah mangga itu is a constituent, and also and then terlalu ranum is also is a constituent because we can replace with another word like sedap something. So
sangat sedap or something.
Yeah. And then seperti terlalu ranum is also a constituent. That's all, doctor.
That's all?
Yes.
You left out a big chunk of the sentence. What is the subject there?
Buah mangga itu.
Buah mangga itu. So that's another constituent, isn't it?
Yeah, yes. I already mentioned that.
Already mentioned just now?
Yes.
So how many constituents?
So 1, 2, 3, I think.
So one is?
One is buah mangga itu, and then the second one is terlalu ranum. Third one is seperti terlalu ranum. But I'm not sure selalu nampak seperti terlalu ranum is also a constituent, doctor.
What is the verb in that sentence?
Nampak.
Can you intuitively you know that the verb is nampak. So nampak is a constituent lah.
Okay.
Kan? And then once you say nampak is a constituent, a verb constituent, verb phrase, then selalu is easy because selalu works with verbs. Kat sini selalu ni kita kata itu dengan selalu ada hubungan tak? Any relationship with to and selalu? Not really, kan? Tapi kalau kita ambil selalu dengan nampak, yes. So selalu ni dia macam adverbial. They always try to explain the verb. Okay. So sebenarnya secara apa tu, the bigger constituent, you have the subject which is buah mangga itu, and then the bigger constituent of the verb phrase is selalu nampak seperti terlalu ranum. That's one big constituent. And then in that verb phrase you have nampak, which is the verb, and then you have selalu, which is the adverb, and then you have another preposition. Now this one is a preposition phrase, seperti terlalu ranum. Kita consider seperti sebagai preposition, and then preposition yang take on adjective, because ranum is adjective. Why is ranum adjective? Because terlalu is degree word. Therefore, what comes after terlalu is always the adjective. Okay, so yeah, so if the question is mark the constituent phrases in the following sentence, then you have to say everything lah. You have to say buah mangga itu satu, selalu satu. Of course, selalu nampak seperti ranum ni is one big constituent, tapi sebenarnya dalam tu ada selalu dua, nampak tiga, seperti terlalu ranum ni pun a big constituent. And then you can say seperti is constituent, terlalu constituent, ranum constituent. Okay. Kalau secara am, you say okay, secara am the bigger constituent is the subject, which is buah mangga itu. And then the others are all the verb phrase, selalu nampak seperti terlalu ranum. So the bigger, the most dominant constituent is the subject and the verb phrase. Tetapi dalam verb phrase tu ada a few smaller constituent. So we need to say those constituents lah. Okay. Okay, thanks Kartini. Ada orang ada soalan?
Doctor, so just to confirm, there's 6 constituent in that sentence, is it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, F. Anis Syazwani.
Ya, saya doktor.
Berapa? Okay, apa konstituen dia? Berapa yang masih konstituen?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 doktor.
Nombor 1 tu apa?
Muhammad. Muhammad tu boleh replace macam dia ke, dia akan bermain trumpet macam tu.
Okay.
Lepas tu second adalah ni bermain trumpet. Macam boleh replace dengan bermain drum, bermain
bermain piano dan sebagainya kan? Alright, lepas tu?
Secara solo.
Mm-hmm.
Secara solo boleh replace macam secara berkumpulan.
Mm-hmm.
Last sekali dalam
kira macam cara bermain tu kan?
Cara bermain. Lepas tu persembahan tersebut. Dalam persembahan tersebut maybe boleh replace dalam pertandingan tersebut ke macam tu.
Okay, so berapa tadi?
Doktor nak tanya kalau macam Muhammad akan bermain trumpet tu boleh ke jadi macam satu konstituen?
Itu tadi saya cakap dia sebenarnya secara keseluruhan ada 2 konstituen, iaitu subjek Muhammad. Lepas tu yang lain semua tu adalah praza kerja.
Oh,
akan bermain trumpet secara solo dalam persembahan tersebut. Itu semua kata frasa kerja, di dalam frasa kerja kan. Dalam frasa kerja tu dia ada kata kerja bermain. Baru kita ceritakan apa dalam frasa kerja tu lah. So bermain adalah satu konstituen, lepas tu akan, lepas tu bermain apa? Bermain trumpet, so trumpet is another constituent. Bagaimana dia main? Secara solo. So ini merupakan satu konstituen lah. Tapi secara solo ni dia kalau kita kata bermain macam mana, kita tak boleh kata bermain secara. Jadi kena konstituen dia mesti secara solo. Bermain macam mana? Secara solo kan? Walaupun dalam tu ada juga konstituen di mana secara solo ni menerangkan secara. And then prepositional tu lah, frasa preposisi dalam persembahan itu. Dan dalam tu pun ada frasa nama kan?
Ya.
Which is persembahan tersebut. So berapa sekarang?
4 kan. Muhammad bermain trumpet, akan bermain trumpet satu. Muhammad satu akan bermain trumpet satu, secara solo satu, dalam persembahan tersebut satu. Betul ke?
Akan bermain trumpet. Itu you dah ambil chunk lah, macam sebenarnya trumpet tu satu konstituen. Bermain, akan bermain mungkin lebih rapat satu konstituen, walaupun akan ni pun dia beza dari bermain. And then dalam persembahan pun sebenarnya banyak lah konstituen dalam ni kan. So Muhammad akan bermain trumpet, lepas tu secara solo dalam persembahan. Dalam persembahan tu pun dalam tu satu preposisi, and then persembahan tersebut ialah satu konstituen lagi, kata nama. So Muhammad is one, bermain is another one, number 2, akan number 3, and then trumpet number 4, secara solo number 5, and then I would break down dalam persembahan tersebut. I would break it down into dalam as 6 persembahan tersebut. Bolehlah kita kata 7, atau ada orang boleh kata 8 persembahan dan tersebut kan. Tapi kita kena pergi balik kepada kehendak soalan. Dia kata mark the constituent phrases. Betul tak? So that means we only mark the phrases. Jadi maknanya kita akan mark frasa nama, noun phrase. Lepas tu kita akan mark verb phrase. Tetapi dalam verb phrase tu dia ada bermain trumpet. So trumpet is a kata nama. Dia nak phrases, constituent phrases. So okay, kita ada subjek frasa nama, lepas tu akan bermain trumpet secara solo dalam persembahan tersebut, frasa kerja. Tapi dalam frasa kerja tu kita boleh ambil trumpet secara solo dalam persembahan tersebut. Kita pergi kepada frasa kerja lah. The same thing like C for example kan. Tadi kita go into individual constituent. Tapi sebenarnya kalau kita look at the constituent phrases, dia nak phrases. So kita ambil these date trees as a noun phrase, one phrase. Might block the road. Might block the road is one phrase, which is the verb phrase. Tapi dalam tu ada the road. The road is a noun phrase. So dia akan jadi these date trees one, and then might block the road is another one. Then the road is another phrase. Because dalam verb phrase, block ni dah jadi verb. So verb is word level. And then what is phrase level is just the road. We go back into B. A jogger ran towards the end of the lane. Dia nak phrases saja. So a jogger is a noun phrase. And then ran towards the end of the lane is the verb phrase, the big verb phrase. Lepas tu kita tengok dalam verb phrase ni, what are the phrases? So right now it's just towards the end of the lane, and then another one is the end, and then the other one is off the lane. Do you agree with me? Nampak tak? A jogger is a noun phrase. The bigger constituent verb phrase. And then you masuk dalam verb phrase tu, you nampak the end. The end of the lane is one constituent. Tapi dalam constituent tu pun ada of the lane. Terpulang kepada, sebenarnya dia terpulang kepada soalan. Kalau dia kata just constituent, then it can be the constituent phrase, can be constituent word. Tapi kalau dia dah cakap phrases, then we go by the phrases lah.
Okay, betul.
Faham
Faham.
Okay, now
Okay, doktor.
thanks. Then we go into diagnostic ni. Diagnostic ni is evidence-based way of saying something is a constituent. And most of you, I think, have gotten it. That if it's a constituent, it can be replaced or substitute. And you kena substitute dengan benda yang sama, dengan nilai yang sama. So if it's a noun, can be substituted by a noun. Phrase by a phrase. Sorry, a verb by a verb. Preposition by a preposition. You kena sama. So that's just that lah. Can it be replaced? If so, what is the phrase of the relevant type? Can it undergo movement? So some movement ni, we can either do a pre-post. Pre-post means you bring it to the front, or post-post. Post-post is you bring it to the back. So you look at the sentence, your elder sister I can't stand. This is a okay sentence, it's grammatical. Actually, the sentence comes from, these are all examples of pre-post already, pre-post already. If you want to think about this, we have to look at the original sentence. So the original sentence is, I can't stand your elder sister. That is the original sentence lah. And then you pre-post. You pre-post, you bring it to the front. So we find that 2A is okay. However, 2B, 2C, 2D is not okay. And why is it not okay? We look at 2B. We only pre-post the your elder. Actually, silap Let me repair this. This one. So this one should be your elder I can't stand. Your elder I can't stand your elder sister. Sebab sister tu left behind kan. Lepas tu elder sister. Your elder sister. I can't stand your, betul. Your I can't stand elder sister, betul. Yeah. Okay. So in 2A is grammatical because we move the whole constituent. If we think back to the original sentence, is I can't stand your elder sister. So 2A is the result of bringing your elder sister to the front, and it's okay. It's a grammatical sentence. However, when you do B, C, and D, the problem starts when you only take and you leave behind something. So in 2B, your elder, you leave behind sister at the back here under after stand. So the sentence becomes your elder, I can't stand sister. Dia dah macam sentence tu tak grammatical lah. Ataupun you take the elder sister but you don't take your, and then it becomes ungrammatical. Elder sister, I can't stand your. Ataupun you just take your, and then you leave behind elder sister. So it's ungrammatical. So only whole noun phrase can be preposed, not just part of the phrase. So this is another test that we can do. That if you can prepose the whole thing to the front, then it's a constituent because it can undergo movement. However, if you move something and the sentence results in ungrammatical sentence, then something is wrong. That means maybe you've only moved some of it. You didn't move the whole thing. So this is one test that we can do lah. Alright. Postposing. Postposing is the opposite. You bring it to the end of the sentence. So for example, we have the sentence, he explained all the terrible problems that he had encountered to her. So this is the original sentence, number 3. And then we postpose. We bring all the terrible problems that he had encountered to the back. And then you get 3A. So he explained to her all the terrible problems that he had encountered. Imagine, you notice that to her in the original sentence is the end of the sentence, to her. But 3A results when you bring all the terrible problems to the back after to her. So it becomes the sentence, he explains to her all the terrible problems that he had encountered. Grammatical, acceptable. Huh? Okay. Then 3B is ungrammatical. 3B is ungrammatical because it's just like 3A, but you only you actually just post terrible problems that he had encountered, but you actually left behind all. So you only the majority, 3/4 of that phrase you bring to the back, but you left all behind. So it results in the sentence, he explained all to her. He explained all to her terrible problems that he encountered. So it becomes an ungrammatical sentence lah. So for postposing, only phrasal constituents can undergo postposing, and only phrasal constituents can undergo preposing. So you have to move everything. Dia macam kereta api lah. Kalau you nak ambil gerabak, dia kena ambil the whole gerabak. You cannot take part of it. Macam tu. Okay, another test is sentence fragment. So sentence fragment, it's a Q&A. It's someone giving a question, and then we answer that question with the constituent that we are testing, you know. So if it pass, if the question and the answer is the constituent that you're testing. If the constituent that you're testing is answering the question by A, then it is a constituent because it is grammatical. Pragmatically pun macam you are talking, you are asking a question and it's answered by the answer lah. So where did he go? Up the hill. So that is grammatical. And then another example, who were you ringing up? And then speaker B says, up my elder sister. So if let's say this is from a sentence, I was ringing up my sister. So the person wants to, elder sister lah. So the person wants to test whether up my elder sister is a constituent. So he brings it to a sentence fragment where the question is this, who were you ringing up? And then he puts in the answer, which is the thing that he wants to test, up my elder sister. So that's not grammatical. So in actual fact, so up my elder sister is not a constituent. Because why? Because this is another ambiguous where actually is ringing up. Ringing up is a phrasal verb, kan? Macam tadi tu. Whether so this is definitely a ring up is more with ringing than with sister. So I ring up, although it's a verb and a particle, but it acts as a verb, a verbal component. So not grammatical. Not grammatical. So conclusion is only constituents can serve as sentence fragment. And the thing about sentence fragment is you have to come up with the situation. That means you have to come up with the question, and then the thing that you're testing, you put it as the answer to the question that you did. Alright. Oh my. This is actually adverbial position. Sorry. Let me clear this. So adverbial position. Tadi tu macam suddenly tadi Suddenly was adverbial. So does it permit positioning of S is a sentence, or VP adverbials internally? If so, it is an S adverbial or a VP adverbial, and not, for example, an MP or PP. But knowing full well, kalau kita tahu kita punya parts of speech, adverbial ni they never go with MP or PP. They always go with the sentence or the verb phrase. So for adverbial, you can see that the first sentence 5A, the team can rely on my support. This is the original sentence. And then you want to put the adverbial. So you notice that if you put certainly, the team can rely on my support. It's okay, it's grammatical. But however, if you say completely, the team can rely on my support, it's ungrammatical. So there's some point here, but we reserve we go through the example, but we noted that certainly can happen before the sentence, not completely. The certainly team can rely on my support, not grammatical. The completely team can rely on my support, not grammatical. So obviously, certainly, completely cannot happen with the. It cannot happen in a noun phrase lah actually kan, because the team, apa yang berlaku ialah kita ada the team in the 5A, the team, and then we insert the adverbial tu tengah-tengah, the and team. So it becomes this one, the team, this one, the certain 5C ni. The certainly team, the completely team, not grammatical. So that means definitely it's not part of a noun phrase. Okay, we go to 5D. The team certainly can rely on my support. Okay. The team completely can rely on my support. Not okay. So kat sini pula certainly is happening just before the verb. The team can certainly completely. 5E, the team can certainly rely on my support. Okay. The team can completely rely on my support. The 5E ni, we have inserted the adverbial after the auxiliary can. Alright. And is okay. So we can say the team can certainly rely on my support. Okay. The team can completely rely on my support pun okay. That means it can, both are good for before the verb and after the auxiliary. And then the team can rely completely on my support. Okay. The team can rely certainly on my support. Not okay. Something to do with an adverbial happening with a preposition. Okay, then this one, the team can rely on certainly my support or completely my support pun ini tak boleh. Jadi certainly and completely cannot happen with noun phrase. Tapi for preposition macam 5F boleh. for completely, but not for certainly. And then the last one, the team can rely on my support completely. Okay. The team can rely on my support certainly. Okay. So we look at the behavior of completely and certainly. So we notice that certainly can be in front. So obviously it's modifying the whole sentence. Certainly the team can reply on my support. Here, 5E, certainly can happen before the verb. However, completely can happen with the preposition, but certainly cannot happen with the preposition. And then certainly and completely cannot happen in a prepositional phrase. 5G ni, yang on my spot ni, kita dah masukkan this adverbial into the preposition phrase, and it cannot do. It cannot happen for both. But if you put the adverbial at the end of the sentence, boleh. So adverbials can happen at the beginning of the sentence, like 5B, at the middle of the sentence before the verb, like 5E, or at the end of the sentence, like 5H. And then completely macam ada certain behavior dia pula, and then also certainly. So from this behavior, we can know that actually adverbial ni dia ada dua jenis. The S adverbs, which is the sentence adverbs, and the VP adverbs. So certainly is an S adverbs. Kiranya S adverbs ni, it can happen anywhere. The VP adverbs completely can only happen at the verb phrase level, not at the sentence level lah. Okay, so this is actually showing the in syntax we actually try to see in what position that word can happen, and after a while you also know that actually if you yes, since all of us speak English, we know, but it's just that trying to sharpen, to hone your syntactic thinking about these sentences lah. So this is how we do it lah. So actually adverbial ni boleh can be used as a test. So if you want to test whether it's an adverbial or not, you can use this adverbial test. Let's say sluggish, katakan ada satu perkataan barulah, katakan sluggishly. You nak tahu ini perkataan apa ni? Dia ada li, so probably it's an adverb, but I'm not so sure. So you can do this test lah. You can say, can I put sluggishly the team walk onto the field? Boleh kan? Ataupun the team sluggishly walk onto the team. Boleh. The team walk onto the field sluggishly. Confirm lah dia adverb. Like that. So we can do like that. Okay, coordination. Can it undergo ordinary coordination with another string? So if so, so we look here. That 6A, where we have the PP to Mary and PP to Fred, is okay. 6B, we have an NP, a letter, and a postcard is an NP. NP is okay. However, 6C, no go. Tak boleh. John wrote a letter and to Fred. Why is it? Because one is a noun phrase, a letter, and the other is a preposition phrase. Okay. Tetapi boleh pula 6D. John wrote to Fred. Actually tak boleh lah. John wrote to Fred and a letter tak boleh So I will mark that as ungrammatical. Tak boleh. So meaning that when you do coordination and but, it has to be same. PP and PP, NP and MP. Tak boleh mix. And you see that this also happens when it's a longer constituent, right? Like the man next door, which is an NP, and his wife, which is an NP, are very nice. So this is also another coordination. You also coordinate adjective phrase. He is a very shy and very inarticulate man. So boleh lah sebab dia AP. So only similar constituents with the same type can be conjoined. So if you are testing a verb, we put it in a coordination with another verb and see whether it can be conjoined. The meaning is okay, grammatical. Like most of you seems remember still, you can substitute with proforms. So you can say put it on the table. You can replace with put it there. So there is replacing on the table. Same lah. Yang ni pun put it over on the table, put it there, over there. Put it over on the table, put it there. So boleh. Yeah? You can replace. So that means there is also a proform that you can use for location. Kalau you're testing a preposition, you can use there. Another one is ellipsis. Ellipsis is, can it undergo ellipsis? Ellipsis is basically you drop, you gugurkan. You gugurkan, ya. Can it undergo ellipsis under appropriate discourse condition? So you say, I'm very happy and Linda is so too. So ni is a marker. And through the discourse context, you know that so is actually referring to very happy. And the actual sentence is, the original sentence is, I'm very happy and Linda is very happy too. I'm very happy and Linda is very happy too. It's okay. But if you want to be more economical, you just refer back. I'm very happy and Linda is so too. So meaning very happy. I am fond of Lucas and Linda is so too. So is replacing fond of. Yeah. I'm fond of my nephew and Linda is so of her niece. So fond of, the same thing. So ellipsis is when there are two things which are equal. You actually can drop one because it will be redundant if you retain the two because it's the same reference. So we use ellipsis. So meaning I'm very happy and so can be used if it is an adjective. Very happy, an adjective phrase. Fond of adjective. Fond is adjective. So nanti kita tengok, like we can have a, do I have a verb here? Oh, tak ada. I don't have a verb. But we can have a verb actually. We can say Ali akan pergi ke kedai dan saya akan ke sana juga. So sebenarnya pergilah. It's a verb. So kat sini missing the verb lah. Tapi dia bukan proform lah, dia bukan macam so, tapi dia is empty there. So kat sini kita nak tulis dia macam kat situ ada something lah. Ini kira macam verb phrase. Verb phrase ellipsis Verb phrase, verb ellipsis, verb. Gugurkan hanya verb. Ali akan pergi ke kedai dan saya akan ke sana juga. So kita actually drop pergi because it's the same. Going to the same place, going same activity, so verb ellipsis. So sebenarnya banyak diagnostic test that we've gone through just now, okay, that we can use. Yeah. Is that what I have? Oh, the lain. So let's look at this one. I make it simpler lah a bit. The Malay one is a bit susah sikit. Wajah setubuhnya susut. Penasut dan berisi. Tak nak sini je. So now I want you to look at these sentences and do try to do the test. Apply any of the tests and see whether you can determine the constituent by the test. You have your notes, right? You can look at your notes and see which test is suitable. Can you copy the sentence? Okay. So do spend, let's say, try and do, you just take one of the sentence and do 2 tests to prove or some. So you choose from the sentence that you choose. You choose which constituent yang you nak test. Like I did the underline just now, okay? So which constituent? You can play around with it. You can do a grammatical one. Ataupun you just want to see, you just like macam nak nakal-nakal sikit, you just get an ungrammatical one. And then you try to do the test and see whether it gives you grammatical or not. Yeah?
Okay, doctor.
Okay. Oh dear. But we're gonna, Eunice, we're gonna have the recorded. You can listen to the recorded parts that you missed. All right. Anyone want to try? Who's NA? Kau dah panggil tadi. No, not Syazwani. Abigail. Abigail? You
Yeah,
wanna try?
doctor.
You gonna try?
Sure.
So which sentence?
Wajah serta tubuhnya. Wajah serta tubuhnya is one, and
This one, we are not looking at the constituent. We are trying to apply the test. What tests can you do to show that it is a constituent? So let's say we use wajah serta tubuhnya, katakan.
the sentence fragment like adakah wajah? Oh no.
Jawapan dia ialah wajah serta tubuhnya. What's the question?
Pernahkah? I'm not sure.
The answer would be wajah serta tubuhnya.
Wajah adakah? Berisi. I'm not sure, Dr. Sultan.
Okay, other tests. What other tests can you do? Tapi actually you can actually use this. You can say soalan dia, apakah yang awak nampak?
Oh.
Apakah yang awak nampak? Dan jawapan dia wajah serta tubuhnya.
Okay.
That's one. What's the other one? What another test?
Can
Can you do a post? Bring it to the back.
pernah susut dan berisi wajah serta tubuhnya?
Boleh kan?
Ya, boleh.
So that means post pun boleh. Posing. Posing the constituent that you are testing to the back, and you find that it works. So it is a constituent. Okay, thank you. Siapa nak cuba lagi? Sarah Kyong.
Okay, Doctor.
Hi.
Doctor, you are saying about the first question or second one?
You can choose any sentence.
Oh, okay. The first one just now, the pernah susu and berisi. Can I do preposing?
Pre. Pre tu
Yeah,
susah
like
sikit. Pre because it's already in front.
yeah. So does it consider as postposing for the wajah serta tubuhnya? So it's not considered as preposing for the pernah susu dan berisi, is
You
it?
cannot already because it's at the beginning of the sentence already.
Okay.
So it doesn't work. You can try another
Okay.
test.
Okay.
You can do other sentence, the other sentence, or you want to do other parts of the sentence, of the Malay sentence. Okay, you don't have to stick to wajah dan tubuhnya.
Okay.
Just want to see whether you understand the concept of testing the constituent.
Okay. How about the second questions, the prepositional phrase? In the old big red sofa, we prepose to the front.
Then it becomes what?
In the old big red sofa, the frail old man sat quietly.
Can
Yeah.
So that's another test. That's a prepose. You're preposing the preposition to the front. Preposition phrase to the front. Can you think of another one?
For the sentence fragment, who sat quietly in the old big red sofa, and then the answer is the frail old man.
Yeah. So now you're testing the constituent of the frail old man.
Yes.
You're testing the frail old man using the sentence fragment. Okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Doctor.
Thanks. Shazanani. Shazanani ada?
Yes. Hello, Doctor. Can you hear?
Yeah. Which sentence would you like to do?
I'm sorry, Doctor.
Ayat mana you nak buat?
Ayat mana, Doktor?
Pilihlah. Dia bukan buffet. Dia hanya nak kopi ke nak teh. Pilih. Ayat pertama ke ayat kedua?
Ayat pertama lah.
Ayat pertama Wajah serta tubuhnya pernah susut dan berisi. Then you kena pilih konstituen mana yang you nak uji. Tadi dah buat dah wajah serta tubuhnya. You boleh juga buat tu kalau you ada ujian lain yang you nak buat. Ataupun you boleh try pernah susut dan berisi. Ataupun pernah susut dan atau dan berisi, you boleh test juga.
Macam pelik je, Doktor. Pernah
memang pelik
dan berisi.
Disebabkan dia pelik lah kita nak test supaya kita nampak, oh maknanya ujian ni boleh digunakan untuk menentukan konstituen itu tidak, bukan konstituen. Sebab dia ada pelik, maknanya dia bukan konstituen tu kan.
Sebab ayat dia pun pelik
Dia pelik
sebab pernah
ayat daripada novel ni.
Doktor.
Katakan you buat dan berisi.
Doktor, saya nak tanya. Kalau macam pernah susut dan berisi tu, kita bawa ke depan, boleh ke? So, dia jadi pernah susut dan berisi, wajah serta tubuhnya.
Boleh.
So, tu boleh tunjukkan yang pernah susut dan berisi tu maksudnya adalah salah satu konstituen lah kan?
Cuba kalau you just take pernah susuk bawa ke depan, apa you dapat?
dia jadi pelik.
Apa ayat dia?
Tapi dan berisi tu
Ditinggalkan. Saja kita nak tengok betul ke ni? So you tinggalkan So you akan bawa pernah susuk ke depan and then you atur balik ikut ayat tadi tu lah. Wajah dan tubuhnya
pernah
dan berisi.
Pernah susut wajah serta tubuhnya dan berisi.
So tak gramatis lah.
Mm-mm.
Jadi maknanya pernah susut dan berisi ni dia satu konstituen.
Betul.
I nak you buat lagi satu. I nak tengok you faham tak? Katakan you buat tubuhnya. Anyone that you of that sentence katakan.
Kalau perkataan wajah pun tak boleh stand alone kan, dia kena serta tubuhnya.
Sebab wajah ni dia tak boleh, you can buktikan bahawa dia, sebab dia dalam serta ni macam dan. Serta ni macam dan. Jadi dia dah terikat dalam konstituen ni. Kalau biasa-biasa wajah boleh berdiri sendiri. Tetapi dalam wajah serta tubuhnya dia dah ada konstituen yang agak ketat di situ. Jadi kalau nak move, you have to move everything. Katakan kalau you move wajah je,
dia jadi maksud tapi kalau move pernah so wajah tu kita buat ke depan lah. So like tak boleh wajah dekat depan. Pernah susut dan berisi tubuhnya serta wajah. Boleh ke saya buat macam tu? Like bawa.
Macam mana? Pernah susut dan berisi?
Tubuhnya serta wajah. Like saya tukar kedudukan antara wajah dengan tubuhnya tu.
Tak, you nak test yang penting, kita nak tahu, kita nak test konstituen apa. So, kita ambil satu konstituen daripada ayat ni, kita tak usah lagi nak move around. Kita ambil tubuhnya. So, sama ada you nak buat penggantian, you can do penggantian if you want. Substitution. Atau you nak gerakkan ke, atau you nak dia jawapan kepada soalan sentence fragment ke, atau you nak gantikan dia dengan ganti nama ke. All the test yang I cakap tu lah.
Faham?
So give me another one.
Kalau tapi ni macam mungkin tak make sense kot. Tapi like wajah serta mulutnya pernah susut dan berisi. Mungkin saya nak gantikan tubuhnya tu dengan another part of the body lah.
Kita buat ayat, kita kena ada the semantic and the pragmatic of it lah kan.
Betul lah.
So let's say kita kata lengannya. Yang gemuk tu selalunya lengan kan. Kalau macam apa tadi mulut tak gemuk.
Tu macam problem sikit kan.
Vitamin C or something, botox. Okay.
Doktor.
Lengannya. You gantikan substitution
Doktor, saya nak tanya. Doktor. Saya Putri.
Okay.
Saya nak tanya, contohlah kan, kalau saya nak buat sentence fragment untuk tubuhnya. So soalan dia, apakah yang pernah susut dan berisi? So jawapannya tubuhnya. So tu dikira betul ke?
Boleh. Apakah yang susut dan berisi?
So jawapannya adalah tubuhnya. So
Boleh.
dikira betul ke ataupun dia still kena wajah serta tubuhnya?
Tadi tu saya kata kalau kita buat pergerakan. Bila kita buat pergerakan macam Syazanani cakap tadi, saya kata kalau kita ambil wajah je, then sebab dia dah terikat dalam koordinat ni, serta ni. So it's a bit ketat kat situ lah kita kan. Tapi in your instance, you nak cakap saya nak uji tubuhnya. Dan saya nak uji menggunakan sentence fragment. And sentence fragment tu senang je you fikirkan. So soalan you tadi, apakah pernah susut dan berisi kan? Dan jawapannya wajahnya, tubuhnya. Okay? That's okay. That means by itself, tubuhnya is a constituent by itself.
Oh, faham.
Dan bagi contoh fragment, sentence fragment, it works. Tapi kalau you nak buat pergerakan tadi, you will find that you ambil tubuhnya je, dia tidak gramatis. Because dia dah ada dalam that koordinat, struktur koordinat tu lah.
Okay. Okay, terima kasih Doktor.
Okay, so Syazanani. Ada tak? Dah fikir dah? Apa ujian lagi nak buat? Secara kasar, you nampak tak? Do you understand everyone the concept of applying the diagnostic? Faham itulah a bit.
Mungkin sebab ayat.
Saya cuba cari online kalau ada material that I can ask you to ni yang benda tu yang yang you boleh tengok untuk baca. Apa yang nak cakap tadi? Oh, I wanted to I think yang I ada somewhere the slide tadi. Oh, dia tutup Here it is. Nampak ke?
Nampak Doktor, nampak?
Nampak?
Banyak pula sini ada satu ni. Nak buat you buat latihan. Tak. Nah. Oh, yang ni katanya. I think it's this one. Actually kan, for practice, you ambil lah mana-mana ayat, then you just at random pilih satu bahagian you nak uji, and then you just try to apply any of the tests, 2 tests. Okay, and then try another part of the sentence, another 2 tests. I nak you practice doing the diagnostic, doing the applying of the test. So I think the test itself is quite straightforward. It's the application tu yang macam kena practice sikit lah kat rumah. Okay, so I think I'm actually finished. Ada soalan ke tentang ni?
Buat masa sekarang ni tak ada. Tapi slide tu ada dekat UKM Folio ke?
Nanti selepas ni saya letak. Lepas tu saya letak juga the recording of this session. Jadi siapa-siapa macam Eunice tadi, dia computer problem, dia boleh itulah. Ataupun you all pun kalau you rasa macam I need to listen again to the some parts of it, then you can go, you can access dekat YouTube. Saya letak kat YouTube nanti lah. Alright, so next week is the midterm kan?
Yeah.
It is an open book, Tapi kalau boleh, I tak nak you discuss among yourselves. I give you 2 hours, tapi I rasa macam I nak bagi an essay and maybe 1 or 2 short question and an essay. So you can do it. You're free to refer to any books. Of course, you can also look into the internet. Tapi don't discuss among yourselves.
Doktor, masuk tajuk apa ya?
Semua sampai sekarang.
Oh, okay.
So apa yang you dah belajar untuk quiz tu, kat situ ada dah. Now you baca yang last week dengan this week lah. Termasuk yang ni.
Okay, Doktor.
Okay, so so the first 2 hours Itulah I rasa I nak bagi you satu soalan atau dua soalan yang tak makan banyak masa. We can be done within 2 hours. And then we meet at the third hour. Third hour tu kita ada lecture. Boleh?
Boleh
Ataupun
je.
boleh je kan?
Boleh je doktor.
Okay. So itulah selamat berpuasa. Last 10 days.
Selamat puasa doktor.
Sama-sama. Okay, Assalamualaikum. Good afternoon. Bye.
Good afternoon doktor.
Salam.
Bye.
Bye, doktor.
Waalaikumsalam. Bye,
Bye,
doktor.
Thank you,
Selamat
doktor.
berpuasa.
Thank you, doktor.
Welcome.
Thank you, doktor.
Thanks.